Hi, I'm Rachel Hyman-Sisco, and I'm running for president for 2028. Today, I want to talk about gun control, gun safety, laws. I want to see people register their guns. Some states don't even have an age limit on guns. We don't let our kids drink alcohol, smoke, or take marijuana until they're 21, unless they have a medical card. There are restrictions on marijuana, age restrictions and health exceptions. Coming back to the gun thing, yes, you have the right to bear arms, but you would need a license. You would need to register your gun. You would have to take a class on gun safety. You would have to learn how to conceal a weapon so that other people around you don't feel threatened. I would like to see some states, they only sell liquor, hard liquor, in a state-owned liquor store. That I think is great, okay? No one's shoplifting alcohol off the shelves. Kids can't easily get to it. That was great. I want to see that for guns, where you have to go into a state office to buy a gun. They have a record of who bought it, serial number tied to whatever person has it. If it gets stolen, they can get it back to you. Some states don't have laws about children getting into a parent's gun. They say it's not the parent's responsibility when you say there needs to be restrictions. I do not want to see guns sold in grocery stores, convenience stores, gun shows. You would have to show your ID, registration, and license before you walk away. An exception to people who already have guns. Some people are collectors. Register yourself as a collector, just as you would register your car as an antique or a classic, to avoid having to pay for tabs. I have to be registered to have a driver's license to vote. I have to be able to have the right ID to get on a plane. You have to have rules. It's a huge responsibility. Kill someone and take away their right to be alive. And it happens every day, all day, and people are bringing these guns into schools. They shouldn't have access. Why do they have access? Stolen or not, how did they get access to a military weapon, machine gun? How did they get access to that? And I know you guys are probably, well, she wants too much restrictions on guns, but there's been too many killings to not have restrictions. Right to bear arms was made to protect yourself. So if someone came on your property, you could shoot them. You were allowed to kill them to protect yourself. It was also a different day and age. They had to think while they were loading that gun. Is this bullet really worth it? Is it worth me having to clean out my gun before I shoot again? Really worth it? But if you have a gun that can shoot multiple rounds, you don't have time to think. You're just caught in the moment. If you want to make the age 18 in your state, offer gun safety in your schools to seniors. You're going to tax marijuana excessively because you don't think it's the right thing to do for people? Tax bullets excessively. They would have to think before they use that bullet. Is it worth it? Will I need it to shoot someone now or later? Domestic violence gets out of hand like crazy. Love can turn into hate in one word. One wrong word and the gun is out. There's a story about two brothers that got into their parents' gun. One kid shot his brother dead because his brother was winning in a video game. That kid went to jail. The other died. Imagine the parents' grief and horror. You don't get over that. No parent gets over that. Do we not care about the kids? Do the kids feel safe? Do the teachers feel safe? Does the administration feel safe? They have to have bulletproof glass, a security system. What does that tell you? Yes, it's a federal law that you have to go to school, but I don't want to go to school. Someone might kill me. Someone might bully me. We're not even teaching them all they really need to know. Teach them self-defense. Our kids are being bullied. They get in trouble when they defend themselves. I would like to see guns only in state stores. Bullets, more expensive, higher taxed. People who are victims of gun violence. We got to put our money where our mouth is. You can't just shout at right to bear arms. Not everyone is stable enough. Heated divorces, arguments over children, the amount of time people spend thinking how to get rid of this other person so you can have your kids and be safe. People want to kill because they don't feel safe. That's the right to bear arms. But you better make sure that someone is in the right state of mind before they pull that trigger. So if you've been in jail or have a felony, you can't have a gun. Felon had a gun, was at a gas station. He left his car at the gas pump, caught like a 13-year-old, I believe, trying to steal his car. He shot him dead and got in trouble because he owned a gun, but you can't protect your property. So what do? In Canada, they keep their guns at home. They don't bring them out in public because that's where you're supposed to use your gun, at home, to protect your home. That is the idea, not to get mad and just shoot. There's a lot of gangs that have guns. They're too young and heated. Make a decision. People shoot when they're afraid of someone different than them. I would like to see a sensible system for owning and using a gun. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.